Hello and welcome, dear viewers. Today we're doing Everyday Idioms Part 2, and we are continuing with our more advanced Everyday Idioms. And we're now on episode 4. And in this episode, Kate approaches Alex, the Don, about her roommate issues. She thinks a single room would suit her better. And here's our first student. Hello! Good morning.
Hello. How are you?
Very well. How are you?
We just with Bakhchan came from our work and fortunately decided to join to your lesson. Fortunately, we have
Awesome.
free time. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Hello, Bakhchan. How are you?
Hi. Hello. How are you? I have a little problem with my microphone, so it's okay.
Oh, it's fine. I can hear you very well. Your audio is very clear. Good to see you again, Bakhchan. How was Astana?
No, Astana is cold today. No, maybe as usual. Today evening, I'm going at home. In my home, weather is warm than here.
Oh yeah, much warmer than in Astana. That's good. Yeah. So, are you looking forward to going back home?
Yes, of course. We are both there living.
Yeah.
Going to live. So tomorrow we hope that we will be there with our family.
Yes. And do you go back to work straight away? The next day?
No. We will have one day off.
Oh, that's
tomorrow at, for example, at 10 o'clock I'm going to be there. And tomorrow I will not go to work.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
No,
you're traveling overnight, aren't you?
Yeah. We're going to travel overnight and
I'm sure you want to sleep the next day.
a little bit tired. At least.
Gee. Yeah, it's going to be a long bus journey. And do both of you live in the same city, in the same town? You work in the...
Bakhchan lives in south part. I'm living in west part, and Astana is like a central part, you know. That's why he is talking that he come from warm part.
Warm part. I see. So you don't work in the same school back home. You only met here at Astana.
How to say? We are working in one company. It's called Nazarbayev Intellectual Schools. It's about 22, 21 to be exactly schools, and like from different part of Kazakhstan. So we are working in same company but in different schools.
I see. I get it now. All right, no problems. Hello, Ivan.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Really good. I'm really good. How are you?
Not too bad. Thank you.
How was your English lesson, Ivan? Yesterday's lesson. You told us that you were going to teach an English lesson for a couple of your
friends. Yeah. How was it?
I have to say it was amazing. It was a really good experience.
Nice.
I enjoyed it. However, I also have to say that it is not easy. You have
I agree.
to put a lot of efforts to do it. And I felt tired after it.
Was it 1 hour only? Just one lesson, yeah?
Yes.
And the good thing that when you are teaching, you can recognize where you yourself have to work in your, develop your English. When you're teaching, you will find out your mistakes or maybe some places that you need to develop.
Yes, it's true. I absolutely agree.
Yeah, you get to find out where you actually stand, where your own level is. Yeah, because you actually realize, oh, I thought I was good at this, but then you realize that you need to work on it a bit more. Yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you felt it was enjoyable. For the first time, that's really good. So looks like you're meant to be a teacher.
Actually, Alan, it's like a pyramid, you know. You are our teacher, and we are teachers of some of other students. And
That's
who knows,
amazing.
maybe in 2 or 3 years, our students will teach someone. So it's really becoming triangular pyramid, or just a pyramid from up to down.
Wow.
So you can say that you are teaching not only 4 students, about 40 students.
Wow. If you put it that way, that makes me really yeah.
No, I think it's spread like influence. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an influence, definitely.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm really honored. I'm really honored to be in the midst of future great future teachers. I mean, you're already very good teachers, math teachers. I can imagine.
Yeah.
You have a lot of experience.
Have you used let's get down to business without any further ado?
I used it.
Yeah.
So you see, we are using your words.
Awesome, awesome. That's really cool. Yeah. Did they ask you what does that mean? Business? Are we doing business?
No. Their English level is good, so they did.
Oh, so they understood.
Yeah.
The idiom. Very good.
So be careful, Alan. If you will teach us like some mistake, wrong English, then we can teach others wrong English.
Yeah,
So it gives you
I
more
know. I try my best. No one's perfect. I try my best. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. I'm happy. So, are you gonna be having this on a regular basis, Ivan? Are you gonna be teaching friends once a week?
I hope. I hope I will. Yeah.
If they're interested and if they have the free time, yeah, your friends.
Are they paying you, or you are doing it for free?
No, I did it for free, of course. But maybe I will try to find somebody to give like a private lesson.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it is
You can
perfect
start
idea to teach some of your friends through online, through this Hangout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could even start on using Hangouts, because a lot of the students from the past that I've taught, they did exactly the same.
Yeah.
They did exactly this. Yeah, their English became quite proficient, you know, quite advanced. So they kind of backed out of the school that I was teaching at, and they started their own. And a lot of the students, they joined. It was
the good things. One more good thing is you don't need to plan a lesson. You just can copy Alan's lesson.
Yeah, you can use some of the PDFs that I've given you and just reteach, in your own style, because you have all the material.
Actually, I took one about grammar, about although, despite, and in spite of.
Good. Yeah, that's great, because those are important.
Yeah, and when you do it again and again, you easily understand by yourself.
Absolutely, yeah. This is why I repeat some of the lessons that I do. After let's say 2 months or so, I like to repeat it, especially if there are students still there that I've taught before, like Rinat. I'm sure Rinat appreciates when I do, for example, Everyday Idioms Part 2, that more advanced one. And
we have this old saying that repetition or revising is like a mother of studying.
Yes, it is, yeah. So yeah, you could do that if your friends, for example, you can't see them, they're too far, you can start something on Hangouts.
Online.
Yeah, just invite them, have a normal conversation, and you know how to screen share.
Yeah.
It's the most convenient way, really. Yeah.
And is it free to to download? Yeah, I think it's free.
To download, what do you mean?
Google Hangouts, yes.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have a... I'm sure you have an account.
Yes,
But,
I do.
yeah. All you do is you have a Gmail account, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, so you just go into, you sign in, and then you have your Google Plus. The Google Plus, this is the home. And then you just say, on the right, you see the Hangouts. You can select Start New Hangout. You type in your friend's name. It pops up. And you just video call that person. Invite, yeah, and as many people as you want. And you can have your free lesson.
I have to try.
Try it out, yeah. I mean, technology is so great now that we need to really make use of it a lot more than we do.
Exactly. Education has changed.
Yeah, definitely. By the time our kids, start going to school, and maybe let's say within the next 10 years, it would have advanced even more. Who knows, how education will be in 10 years from now. I think online will be one of the most popular and most demanding education methods around, because even though traveling is becoming easier and easier, but not everyone can afford it, you see, especially those people from poorer regions. So what they do, all they need is a computer and internet, and that's easier to get a hold of and more affordable than having to travel. And I think online lessons are more affordable as well than hiring a private tutor to come to your house, or to go to maybe the British Council in the capital, or an academy in your city, an English academy, because it's going to be costly. So yeah.
And about the gadgets, I know that you are interested in technology.
Yeah.
Have you noticed how improved the voice search on mobile phones?
Yes.
Yesterday I just tried with my father's phone, and I was really impressed how it recognizes the voice.
Absolutely. Yeah. Did you use an iPhone?
No, it's not iPhone. It's just it's smartphone with Android
operating system.
Yeah, operation system, but it's not an iPhone.
Yeah, I mean, the Android, even the Windows phones, you see, they have this Cortana. Cortana is the Siri, and so if you ask it a question, it'll reply, or if you want to do something, even it will dictate for you. So if you want to, for example, type a paragraph, you speak to it, and it actually types it for you, which is amazing. I had to do this task at work, and there was a lot I had to type, and I use my Apple MacBook Pro, and it has a dictation feature. Yeah, so I just select it and I speak to it, and the whole paragraph, and you can use various languages, not just American English or British, but Australian. So I chose my Australian one, and it was the most accurate. I tried British one and American, it wasn't as accurate. I think the MacBook Pro realized I'm an Aussie, Australian, so I selected the Australian accent, and it was, I think, 95% accurate. Sometimes I have to, and it was such a handy feature, such a handy feature that I mean, it makes you a bit lazy when it comes to typing, but I don't mind that. I mean, everyone can type, but when it comes to long documents where you have to type, it's so handy, And you can do the same thing on your smartphones, I believe, as well.
But my mother said it is kind of scary because technologies are so up to date, and maybe people will become very lazy.
Yes, yeah, well, this is what you have to be careful about. You have to still try to be creative and be active, when it comes to these things, because if you're not, you will become lazy. And in a way, if you see and compare the last few decades, people have become a bit lazier when it comes to various activities and functions of life. This is why we have to go to the gym to exercise. You know, imagine 100 years ago, they'll say to you, "What? You going to the gym? Are you nuts?" Because they already do so much physical activity as it is, and for you to go to the gym, it's like absurd.
I see.
But nowadays we're so preoccupied, you know, with work and other things, and people are stuck in front of the computer and they barely move from one chair, that, you know, you have to go and do something active. You have to go to a place where people exercise and run. You know, it's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Welcome, Ludmila.
Hello, Ludmila. Welcome.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Hello. Nice to see you.
All right, guys. Now that we have all four of you here, it's good to see you all. I think we can begin. Yeah, we had a nice little discussion about various things. So, everyday idioms. Okay, we're doing everyday idioms. This is the bit more advanced part, but I think still it's going to be beneficial for the four of you. So what I'll do, as always, I will play the audio for you to listen to, and then you will tell me what idioms you think you heard. Okie dokie. And we are now on episode 4. And I think this is maybe the first time for Ludmila and Bakhchan. Basically, okay, I'll get Ivan, could you briefly tell us what this whole series is about Kate, so they can understand?
I might be wrong, but I think I only attend on everyday idioms once or twice.
Really? You haven't done it before with me?
Only when I remember the idiom to paint the town red. Is it from this one?
Yeah. I think that was maybe the other one. Oh, so you're actually pretty new to this. Okay, so you haven't done it in the past, or as many. That's fine.
Done it in the past.
That's no problem. Okay, maybe Rinat, you tell us what is this whole series about?
This whole series about girl, this student, Kate, as far as I remember, and her friends. Some of them are students, and some of them are not students, are just working. And she just started her studies, and she came across with, of course, with problems, because her roommates, in her opinion, is not so convenient to study, because they are inviting different kind of boys, and there are no good possibilities to learn and study. So she is complaining about it to, to the person who is like a main person in this dormitory, and asking for new room, and asking to solve her problems, to help her. So yeah, and we are going to listen some of their conversations and pick up the things that we think maybe could be idioms, and then try to write it down, put it down, and then tell about it to Alan.
Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, that's it. So it's about Kate. She's a university student, and it's her first year at university. So she's a freshman. A freshman is someone who just started university. Yeah, first year of uni. Okay. So let us begin. Any questions? Ludmila or Bakhchan?
No.
All good? Okay. So let us go. I'm gonna. You all right?
No, that I didn't understood. It must be discussed the text. I'm unable to see very well. didn't see in.
Uh-huh. Don't worry. There's nothing to read now. There's nothing to read. I'll just show this to you. There's nothing really to read at the moment, not just yet. So what I will do now, I will play the audio. You will listen to it. It's a conversation between two people. Okay. So I want you to pay attention and then later tell me what idioms you think you hear. You know, idioms. What's an idiom? Who can give me an example?
You ask me?
Or anyone.
It may be idioms that are short words or pair of words that whose it give the common means or no, maybe another means.
Yes, good. So it's like a combination of words or word that has a meaning, not necessarily a literal meaning. Yeah. So for example, I'm on cloud 9. I am on cloud 9. I think you have the same in Russian. Yeah. Or in Kazakhstan.
Instead of 9, we are using 7.
7. You say I'm in 7th heaven or something like this. Yeah. So which means I'm very happy. Yeah. So I'm not physically on cloud 9. I'm not, you know, in the sky flying. No, it's an expression. Yeah. And we say this when we're expressing happiness. I'm really happy. So I'm on cloud 9. So that's an example. So see if you can hear some of these. Write them down, and then you can tell me what you think might be an idiom. Okay. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna play the audio now.
Dialogue 4.
You're Alex, right? I hear you are the go-to person about dorm room problems. I've been looking for you everywhere.
Whoa, first things first. What room are you in?
Sorry, I got ahead of myself. I'm Kate, room 17 on the 7th floor.
Hi, Kate. Yes, I'm the Don for floor 7. How have you enjoyed the first few weeks of school?
My classes are a bit dry, but I guess that is to be expected for first year. I'm having a major problem with my roommate, though.
Uh-oh. Already? School has barely even started, Kate. Is Yuki keeping you up too late or something?
It's not about the late nights. She just always has someone over in our room. The room is barely big enough for the two of us, never mind her boyfriends.
Boyfriends? Oh, does she have more than one this year?
Well, I don't think she's really dating any of them, but she never comes to the room without an entourage. It's impossible to study.
Have you tried using the study hall or the library? It's only a 10-minute walk across campus.
I know, but I like studying on my bed. That's what I always did in high school.
Look, I can talk to Yuki, but I have a few more serious issues on my plate right now. I suggest you take it up with her first. Come see me again if you two can't work something out.
There's one other thing. Yuki and her friends never talk in English. It feels like they're talking behind my back.
It may be annoying, but it's not exactly against the rules to speak your native language, Kate. This isn't high school, remember?
I know, but I'm just wondering if I can request a room change. I think a single room would suit me better.
Okay, in case you didn't catch all of them, I will play it one more time. Okay, here we go.
Dialogue 4.
You're Alex, right? I hear you are the go-to person about dorm room problems. I've been looking for you everywhere.
Whoa, first things first. What room are you in?
Sorry, I got ahead of myself. I'm Kate, room 17 on the 7th floor.
Hi, Kate. Yes, I'm the Don for floor 7. How have you enjoyed the first few weeks of school?
My classes are a bit dry, but I guess that is to be expected for first year. I'm having a major problem with my roommate, though.
Uh-oh. Already? School has barely even started, Kate. Is Yuki keeping you up too late or something?
It's not about the late nights. She just always has someone over in our room. The room is barely big enough for the two of us, never mind her boyfriends.
Boyfriends? Oh, does she have more than one this year?
Well, I don't think she's really dating any of them, but she never comes to the room without an entourage. It's impossible to study.
Have you tried using the study hall or the library? It's only a 10-minute walk across campus.
I know, but I like studying on my bed. That's what I always did in high school.
Look, I can talk to Yuki, but I have a few more serious issues on my plate right now. I suggest you take it up with her first. Come see me again if you two can't work something out.
There's one other thing. Yuki and her friends never talk in English. It feels like they're talking behind my back.
It may be annoying, but it's not exactly against the rules to speak your native language, Kate. This isn't high school, remember?
I know, but I'm just wondering if I can request a room change. I think a single room would suit me better.
All right, so that was the audio, the dialogue between Kate and Alex, the Don. So tell me, what idioms do you think you've heard? Ludmila, let's start with you. Give me 2 or 3.
It's very hard for me to hear it because I understand what about this text, but I don't hear. I have not heard the idiom.
Ah, okay, no problem. That's fine. That's fine. Let's see who. Anyone else? Maybe Bahcan. Did you catch any idioms?
No, I didn't recognize any idioms too.
No problem. That's good, because if you didn't recognize any, in the next minute or 2 we will go through them, and hopefully you will see the idioms and then learn them. Yeah. All right. So Ivan, give me 4 idioms.
Issues on my plate.
Okay.
First things first, or something like that.
Yes. Yes.
Speaking behind my back, but I'm not sure if it is idiom.
Mm-hmm.
It's like literal meaning.
Okay.
And have somebody over in a room and can't working something out.
All right. Good. Good. Yeah. So you've got quite a few there. Yeah. Excellent. Thank you, Ivan. And Rinat?
Oh, there were plenty of not new idioms, but idioms.
Yes.
Go-to person. I'm not. I heard that you are go-to person, like.
Yes.
As already mentioned, Ivan. First thing first, or issues on my plate right now behind my back, and except this, there were idioms like Don Juan, like a Don of Lord Seven. My classes are a little bit dry, she said. It's not a really meaning of dry. Major problem, never mind. Sweet me better, maybe annoying. Take it up with her first. And they were like, she described it, her classmates or her roommates' boyfriends, and I cannot catch clearly. Androshed or something like that. Androshed. Or yeah, that's
Okay.
all.
Yeah, we'll have a look at it now. Excellent. Thank you very much, Rinat. That was great. All right. So let's have a look now. I'm gonna open the PDF for you to see. Okay, here we go. All right. So before we get into the vocabulary, let's have a look at the preview. Ludmila, could you please read the preview?
In the last episode, Kate met her new roommate, Yuki. Yuki is in her second year and is not happy to be placed with a frosh. Even before Kate packed her bags. The roommates seem to be off to a rocky start. Just a few weeks have passed, but Kate has already had enough of Yuki and her entourage. In this episode, Kate approaches Alex about her roommate issues. Alex is a campus don. A don is a person in charge of resident consents in a don. Will Alex agree that Kate has a reason to complain?
Very good. Well read. Thank you, Ludmila. So here we have some idioms already from the previous episode. What's a frosh?
What is it, frosh? What is it, frosh?
Does anyone know? So this is new.
Sorry, I was muted, I forgot. That's why it was the word that I was wondering, and I heard and frosh. Frosh, it's friends of, no, it's not boyfriends. Boyfriends of your roommate. Oh, just a friends.
No, that's not it.
No?
Oh. Ivan, can you tell us? Do you remember, Ivan?
Ah, I see. I understood this by according to the meaning. Frosh, it's like first year student.
Yes.
Newbies.
Yeah, it's.
Dervash, we say.
Yeah. So it's short for freshman. Yeah. So freshman. That's the actual word, freshman. A freshman is a first year student. Yeah. All right, and then we have some other ones. Off to a rocky start.
A rocky start.
What does that mean?
Off to a rocky start. This means they are very nervous. They are not friendly.
Who?
These roommates, Kate and Yuki.
All right. Yes.
Maybe
so the roommates,
stubborn.
yeah, they seem to be, the roommates. They seem to be off to a rocky start. Yeah. In this case, it means they have a bad start to their, let's say, relationship. So to say off to a rocky start, it means it's a bad start. Yeah, it's a negative start. You can use it for anything. You can generalize it. You can say that Kate's first year at uni is off to a rocky start, or was off to a rocky start. So she had some difficulties already. All right, entourage.
Entourage.
That's a French word. What does it mean?
Outsider.
Entourage. It's your friends, like outside friends.
Yeah, like friends. A group of friends that are accompanying you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your group of friends. Here they're saying Kate has already had enough of Yuki and her entourage. So Yuki and her group of friends that are with her. You know, if you see the celebrities, like, I don't know, think of any famous celebrity. Do you really think that that person will be walking around town by themselves? No. Yeah, that celebrity always has an entourage, always has a group of people that walk with that person. Yeah, so they have bodyguards, they have friends, you know, whoever, but they wouldn't be alone. All right, so that's what happened in the last episode. Now, are you afraid to be alone? So here the term entourage is explained, and it's often used when talking about celebrities. Famous people often have a group of people who travel everywhere with them. A musician's entourage may include a security guard, a makeup artist, a few fans, and a manager. Some everyday people travel with an entourage too. Do you know anyone like this? Unfortunately for Kate, Yuki is one of these people. Yuki doesn't seem to need any alone time. Alone time is like privacy. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at the idioms. Right, so here we are. Can you read? Is it large enough? We'll make it a bit large. I know Bakhtiash maybe.
Bakhjan, Mr.
Bakhjan, can you read?
The go-to person, the person who has the answers and can offer guidance on a certain topic.
Very good.
Read after, not?
No, let's discuss this one.
Let's discuss.
Yeah, so do you understand this idiom? The go-to person?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So in this case, the dialogue that we just heard, who is the go-to person?
Don.
The Don. What's his name again?
Alex.
Alex. That's it. So Alex is the go-to person, or the person to go to. Everyone goes to Alex because he can give you information about anything that you need on the campus. Yeah, so the go-to person. Any questions you have, you go to Alex because he is the go-to person. Okay, right. Let's do the next.
For example, the oldest, let's say the older or oldest student of a certain region becomes a go-to person for the newbies who came from this certain region.
Yeah. Okay. Usually, the most experienced or the student that's been at the university for the longest, or maybe is in the final year of his university, usually those students become the go-to people, or the go-to person, because they know everything about the university and they've been there quite a long time. All right, Rina, do the next one, please.
First thing first, let's discuss or attend to the first issue before we move on. Like, first of all, it is, yeah, somehow similar with this idiom or set of words. For example, first thing first, we need to pay attention to our speaking ability, and then we can move to another issues.
Skill or
skills.
Yeah, excellent, very good, well used. Yeah. All right, let's do the next one. Ivan?
To get ahead of one's self. To make plans or to show concern too far in advance.
Do you understand this one? Have you heard it before?
To get ahead of one's self. Maybe we can use it when, for example, she gets self and started to prepare to exam 2 months before the actual exam.
Yes, good. Yeah, so you would say to her,
don't get ahead of yourself.
Excellent, very good. Yeah. So she already started to prepare for the exam, even though most of the, or all of the, or let's say part of the syllabus was not covered. Yeah, so maybe the teacher didn't teach everything. So she's trying to prepare for the exam without knowing what will actually, be in the exam. So she's getting ahead of herself.
Yeah, can we use it for another aims too? For example, yesterday we worked well and get ahead of our plans, and that's why we are early today.
We were ahead
of the plan.
You could, but it's not the same meaning as this one. Yeah, it's going to be different.
It's not the same meaning.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you could use that. Yeah. All right, let's do the next one. Bahchan, can you do the next one, please?
Dry.
Mm-hmm.
Not interesting. No.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
How would you use this in a sentence?
Uh,
As an example.
No, maybe I'm drive for cars for not very believable for men. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the physical meaning of dry when you're.
No.
But as
no.
Yeah.
No, could I say I'm driving? Then
I'm drying.
I'm not driving.
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 Driving means something else. You mean driving a car?
What I mean, see, this means no. I'm right is because I want to say I'm not interested to drive.
You're not interested to drive.
In this case, could I say I'm driving? Then?
No, it wouldn't really make. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense in this example.
Maybe it's not the common using this sentence.
Not as much, but people do use it. For example, in this dialogue, it's mentioned that Kate said, "My classes are a bit dry." Yeah, her classes are a bit dry, as in they're not interesting right now because it's the first year. Usually, the first year of university, the classes they are a little bit maybe boring, or it's just about the basics. It's too simple, fundamentals, Yeah, so for example, if I was to teach a beginner's class now, or a beginner's lesson, and an intermediate student is watching my lesson, he might say, that's a bit dry for me. It's not interesting for that person because it's too simple. Yeah, it's about fundamentals, simple vocabulary, simple grammar. So that student is not really interested in that lesson.
Can I sometimes use like she is a dry person for me?
You could. I don't see why not. Yeah.
Okay then.
Okay. Yeah. Let's keep going then. Let's move
barely.
on. Okay.
Barely even. Only just. Usually we use this even barely. Okay, barely even.
Yeah.
He barely even drives a car, not telling about repairing a car.
He can barely even drive a car.
Not telling about repairing a car.
Let alone repair a car. I think this is.
Yeah, I cannot see your message.
Oh, sorry. I'll have to write it in the. Let me see. Yeah, let alone is the word that you should use. So he can barely drive a car, let alone repair it. Let alone. I think this is the word you're looking for. Yeah, that's good. So he can barely even drive the car, let alone repair it.
Let alone prepare it.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Barely even. So only just, he can just drive a car, but he definitely cannot repair a car. All right, next one.
Never mind. Do not include or think of this as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can use it if somebody asks you about the problem, what has happened, and you can say, never mind, it's not a big deal.
This okay. So we have two differences here, or two different meanings. This meaning is okay.
This meaning is not telling about, not mentioning about.
Yes. Yes.
Without mentioning about, like maybe.
See, in this case, yeah, never mind. Yeah, basically, don't include this. If, for example, you're at work and you're asking your boss about a certain task, okay, look, boss, do I have to do this as well? And he said, no, never mind this.
Do not include.
Yeah, never mind. Don't worry about this. Don't include it. Yeah, but also what you said is correct. So never mind. If someone says, "Oh, okay, I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to do this," and then you say is a reply, never mind. It's okay. So both are okay. All right. Ludmila, could you do the next one, please?
On one's plate, on your to-do list, things that need to be addressed or completed.
Good. On one's plate. Have you heard that before?
No.
Do you understand what it means? On your to-do list, things that need to be done. You know?
Yeah.
Addressed or completed.
For example?
Do you want me to give you an example, or do you want to try?
Today on my plate there are two problems. First is finish mathematical text. Next one is writing a report, for example. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. So if you have some things to do, for example, let's say, Ludmila, you have to take your kids to the playground. You have to go to the post office, maybe, to send something away. You have to, I don't know, go to the salon to do your hair. All these things are on your plate. Yeah, so you have things to do. So I have 3 things on my plate today.
It's like on my schedule for today.
Yeah, on your schedule.
Plan.
Good.
Plan.
Yeah, like a plan. Things you're planning to do. Okay, so if you think about it, there's food on your plate, so you have something on your plate, right? In this case, you know, we use it as an idiom. So we say, I have some things that I need to do. So I have 3 things, and I have 3 things on my plate. Okay, let's do the next one. Bahcan?
To work something out, to resolve an issue.
Do you understand this? To work something out?
It's not exactly. I unknown the word resolve. It's, I need translate.
That's okay. What does resolve mean, guys? Does anyone know?
Resolve is like a solve the problem. I think you know.
Yeah.
Resolve is just again solve this problem maybe. But I think in this example, in this case, it's like just solving some problems, finding decision.
Yeah, to come to a solution of a problem, of an issue.
Yes, I know. On translate, resolve is like decision or solving, да?
Yep.
Yes.
So how would you use to work something out?
To work something out is mean, no, maybe if it finished work or solve problem.
Yes.
No, no, maybe what I pass test well, and I say I work my test out.
To work. Okay. For example, if you're doing let's say a math exam, and you have to, you know, to work out the problems, or to work out the solution for this problem. Yes, you have to.
If I solve problem and after I have answer, and I could say I work out. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, after have completely solving. Yes.
Afterward, you can say it that way. Yeah, I've worked out the problem. Yes.
Yes.
For example, in this dialogue between Kate and Alex, Alex said, Alex the Don, yeah, the go-to person, he said, "Come see me again if you two can't work something out." Because he's saying if you and Yuki, Kate and Yuki, the two roommates, he's saying, "Come see me again if you two can't work something out." So if you have a problem, if Kate has a problem with Yuki, her roommate, he's telling her, "Come and see me if you can't work out your problem." If you have an issue with her and you can't work it out, come and see me. I will help you. All right, guys, you get it? Okay, let's keep going. Rinat?
Talk behind one's back. To talk about someone to another person, usually negative or something you wouldn't say to a person's face. Talk behind one's face, we can understood like to talk once behind one's back. And I am discouraging my students to do the same. Not to do this. To not talk behind one's back.
Very good. Yeah, so it's a bad thing to do this. It's not good at all to talk behind someone's back. So it's not
like gossiping about someone.
Yeah, you're gossiping, so you're talking about another person that is not in your midst or not in your presence. So let's say now, I don't know, Ludmila, she disconnects and she's not in the lesson right now, so she's left. And maybe one of the students in the class says, "Oh, you know, I don't like Ludmila. She's, you know, I don't know, makes up something." So that student is saying something bad about Ludmila without Ludmila knowing. Yeah. So this is. Yeah, it's just an example. Don't get offended, Ludmila. So I don't think anyone would do that. You're a lovely person. So this is talking behind Ludmila's back. They're saying something negative about her without her knowing. Okay. And the last one, Ivan?
Not exactly. Emphasizes not really. We can say, is it in a dialogue? Is it correct? Not exactly. You should change something.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. So if the student asks the teacher, "Did I do this correctly? Is this right?" Then the teacher might reply, "Not exactly."
And it doesn't mean that it is wrong.
Yeah, it's like
50-50.
Maybe.
50% is 50% of the task is correct, but the other 50 is wrong.
Like not perfect, not
Yeah.
exactly.
Maybe it's a bit wrong, mostly correctly.
Yeah, look, sometimes it can be totally wrong. Yeah, it can be
sometimes.
totally wrong. But because the teacher doesn't want to offend the student, yeah, the teacher will say, not exactly, you know. Look, I use it as well. I say it. I'm not gonna, you know, tell the student, no, it's wrong. You're totally wrong, 100% wrong. It's kind of offensive. The student might get hurt. You know, I don't want to destroy the student's motivation and confidence. So I say, not exactly, because I appreciate that the student is trying. Yeah. So I might say, not exactly, and then I might give an example.
Okay.
So I'm emphasizing that it's not correct. Yeah. Or not really. So I could say not really or not exactly. Okay.
Okie dokie.
All right, guys. Look, unfortunately, the time has run out. So what I want you to do for homework is have a look at this PDF, which I will add to your chat, and try to complete, complete this dialogue, and then we have some more at the bottom, matching and about 3 exercises. So you should it should keep you busy for the day. Just give me a second. I need to find it. Any questions about any of these?
No.
Sorry, can you show once more time the example of barely even?
Of barely even?
Yes.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, I've given you the link. I hope all of you can see it. It's in the Hangouts chat, and the other one actually. You want to see barely even?
I know it's a lyric of the song, and they use it here.
Only just. Yeah, so you could only just see. You said, yeah, and I could barely even see in the dark. This is the text that you've.
Oh yeah, it's like it's only one possibility. Yeah?
So it's very difficult to be seen.
Very difficult. Okay.
Yeah, very difficult to be seen.
Okay.
All right. So can all of you see the link?
No.
You don't see it in the. Okay, I'll put it here as well. Okay, can you see it now?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All right. I've actually given it to you in the other window, your Google Plus. There's another chat that we have. If you're using an iPad or an iPhone or an Android tablet or device, you won't see this chat inside the video. That's why you have to go on the other browser. And I'll quickly show it to you. 1 second. Yeah, here it is. Okay, you see this? This is, yeah, Google Plus. If you go on your home, see, this is mine. You can see my name here at the very top. And on the right, you have the Hangout. So we are right now doing this Hangout. And you can see the chat here. So I've given the link there. Because Rinat is using an iPad, and he can't see the in video chat. Okay, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
I hope to see you later on.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
You're most welcome, Bahchan. All take
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Take care, guys. Bye.
Жақсы, жақсы.